Hello everyone, and today we'll be doing a quick review on the Teclast X10HD, and here it is. It's got a 10.1 screen. I don't know if you can see how pick up the screen at the moment. This one's in a 1280 screen mode. The default on this machine, and one they recommend, is 2560, but for reasons I'll show you in a moment, you really wouldn't want to be using it on that type of resolution. For comparison on the screen, here's a new Samsung 12.2. I don't know if you're picking this up, but the screen is much sharper. It leaves the Teclast in the dark, even with the brightness turned to full power. Here we have the HP7 stream, a slight comparison I'll come back to later, and the older but still quite good Apple iPad, and again the screen on this, I think they're really quite good. Anyway, coming over to the equipment that comes with the device, you get a power adapter with a Chinese plug on the end. To be honest, it seems a little bit Mickey Mouse. Moving next to that, you've got the USB adapter. When you plug it into the device, it seems a little bit stiff. I've tried third-party extensions and they tend to go better. The manual that comes with the device is there. Really not much use to you. Okay. Moving back to the device, I'll try and show you this the best I can, and then later we'll be switching over to a remote desktop. Around the edge of the device, the sensitivity on the touchscreen is often really quite weak, which is a big problem for Windows, because at the top you often have menu items. It's very difficult to click. I don't know if you'll pick this up, but you can see how big my fingers are even at this screen resolution. And when I try to pull up the network device, I have to give it several goes before it clicks. The saying on icons, especially when we're near the edge of the device, it's really lost its sensitivity there. As you can see, I'm clicking. It sort of goes eventually. Okay, there's nothing in the browser there. So for the bare minimum on this, I often use a little pen stick, which is unfortunate, and I'll be moving over to the remote desktop now, where I can give you a few more details, because I'll operate it from there. Well, just before I go, let me turn this thing over and show you the speakers. It's quite difficult to see. I don't know if you can quite get them in there, but they're on the back of the device. They're flat up against the table. Needless to say, you can't hear anything coming out of them unless you prop this device up. And to be quite honest, it sounds quite tinny for my liking. The buttons on the side, they tend to work quite good. Okay, I don't know if you're picking up the earplug socket there. That's to be honest, it's not too bad if you plug in a decent set of earplugs and instead of relying on the main speaker. I'll just put this camera down now. I don't know if you'll pick up the noise, but this thing really squeaks like an old keyboard when it's in the hand. Just listen to this. Not the solid construction you'd expect. If you look at the Samsung there, I don't know if I'm picking it up, you can see it's like a solid metal display, and as you perhaps already know, the Apple iPads are the same, whereas this is several bits of plastic, and that tends to be what makes it squeak. Anyway, I'll just try and set the camera up on here so I can move over to my laptop to demonstrate a little bit more on the device. Okay, you just bear with me please. Okay, I've got control where I can use it now. Another problem with this device is it comes with a lot of Japanese writing all over the Windows system. So as you can see here, I highlighted it. It's not uncommon to see this in several places. Okay, as you'll notice here, the screen resolution I'm using is 1280. I could go smaller with my big fingers, but as you can see, the recommended at the top is 2560. Well, it's not the sort of thing I'd be able to use. You certainly can't just use this as a replacement for a desktop using your fingers, or even a pen for that matter. Again here, Japanese writing all over the place. No problem connecting to the networks. It's a pocket version of Windows. It's Windows Bing. It doesn't come with remote desktop, but you can install third party, which is what I've managed to do here. One of the things I really liked about this device was that it comes with a 3G SIM plug, so popped in my pay and go UK SIM card using the Android mode. Away it went in seconds. It also comes with a built-in GPS system. However, the GPS is not much use indoors or in cars. It won't get a fix. Placed next to the Samsung had no trouble getting 6 fixes on different satellites systems. The main chip it comes with is a Intel Atom chip. I'll just bring that up here. It's a quad-core chip. It's not the worst in the world, but you'd perhaps expect something a little bit better given the price of this machine, because the HP Stream 7 comes with the same chip. Again, you can see what I'm saying about Japanese writing towards the middle of the screen. It's very hard to administer when you're trying to deal with understanding Chinese writing. To be honest, I think this device for me works a lot better on Android. I'm not the best fan in the world of Google, but because the fonts tend to be bigger, the buttons bigger, it does seem to work. I didn't use it at all in Metro mode, because when I use Windows I'm always in the desktop mode, and I hope to use this in the lounge using just my fingers, and unfortunately I was mistaken. This device, it was ordered from Spain, then I was told it was coming direct from China, so maybe they have insurance that covers the situation where the HMS Customs seizes the item waiting for duty. Eventually it came from Spain. When I opened it up straight into Android, no trouble at all, went to go into Windows, and it was password protected. Now I think at some stage these devices went out and they had a bug working with Google Play, so I think that was perhaps fixed, but it took me about a day going backwards and forwards to someone in Spain to get a password just so I can use it. Before I purchased this device I did some research, and everyone seems quite happy with the Teclast X10HD. They tend to come in with good reviews. They're getting a little bit old now, so I decided to risk it. One thing I must warn you on this device is the battery. As I mentioned, the screen really needs to be on full power. It's dull as it is. The battery only lasts for 3 hours. Now, I tried contacting Teclast, who's got a Gmail address, to take this point up with them, and unfortunately they didn't even respond to my email that I've sent to them, which I think I've got valid concerns on. I think I've about covered everything. I shall just leave you a few notes to read before I vanish off. This is my review for the Teclast X10HD. In my next review I shall be looking at the Samsung. Thank you for listening, people.